Booyah, and we're live. 11 o'clock people on the East Coast, 8 p.m. West Coast people. How the fuck are you? You're probably wondering why 11 instead of 8, because switching it up. Haven't streamed in a while, so thought I missed the 8 o'clock slot. Thought it's 8 o'clock somewhere. All the West Coast people, when it's 8, it's really 5, so that's kind of an inconvenient time for the West Coast people. I guess we're going on Honda Vlogs recap time, 11 p.m. But how's everybody doing? Pretty good here. We got 2 on the head counter. Roll call time. So Honda Vlogs just hit me up, asked me a DC5 question. I didn't really feel like typing it out. So his thermostat, his climate control assembly, whatever you want to call it, when you turn your lights on, your AC on, the heat, and then the position, they should all have like a little surrounding bezel that lights up. His doesn't light up. And I've gone through that before. Basically, it sucks because I don't know if you can change the lights out. Pretty sure you have to get the whole piece. And the piece is pretty expensive. It's like, I think it's like $230 or something like that if you order from Honda. I don't even know if you can order it brand new anymore. Maybe, possibly. But yeah, the lights burn out fairly easy. They don't last forever. True story. But yeah, fucking the ones in my silver car, they burned out. And I didn't even realize it because I was swapping climate control assemblies because I thought the silver one fit better. But turns out the lights were all burned out, so I actually went back to the one that came in my blue car. And yeah, true story. But other stuff going on today. I went over to the what up, William? How you doing, man? William's here. That's right. Other stuff that went on today. We got the control arms off the Brembo setup because to press in the bushings, it's a lot easier to take the fucking control arm off the whole assembly, the whole hub and everything, because it's kind of hard to press bushings in with it sticking, like the control arm sticking straight up in the air. Woo. But yeah, the bushings are off. When I took the control arm off, I realized that the ball joints are in pretty rough shape. And if I want to run my hard race tie rod ends, my outer tie rod ends, I'm going to need to get the hard race DC5R spec adjustable ball joints, the roll center adjusters. So ordered those today. I don't think they're going to be here by this weekend, unfortunately. Ground shipping is the only option for hard race on their site. So I'm going to try to call them up tomorrow and be like, yo, can you make an exception and get this shit one day shipped to me because I need it by this weekend and yada, yada, yada. William says, I'm waiting for God to speak. Let there be light. Now, that's clerical error. I'm not God. I'm your neighbor Jesus. That's my dad. Aldo says, yo, I ordered my radiator today in Capra at Mishimoto. Oh, dude, if you were getting a Mishimoto radiator, I could have hooked you up with a discount. Motherfucker. Could have saved you a whopping 15%. William says, you Jew. Literally. Aldo says, well, damn. Yeah, like if a Mishimoto radiator's like $300 or whatever it is, could have got it for you for like probably 220. William says, I'm half Jew, so chillax. I wasn't mad, but okay. I'm actually not Jewish, even though I'm neighborhood Jesus. All this says 233. Yeah, there you go. Something like that. But yeah, guys, I think tomorrow, my project for tomorrow, since we got the control arms off, is I'm going to push out the old bushings and put the new fucking energy bushings in. And before I do that, I think I'm gonna take a wire wheel to the control arms and try to clean them up a little bit. Not that anybody's really gonna see it, I don't know. But yeah, true story. William says, "Why is it dark?" I didn't catch that. What? It's dark because it's nighttime. But yeah, I think if I can't get the hard race new ball joints, no one can see you. Should be able to see me. What are you talking about? Aldo says Hondata told me the green light won't come on. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you can disable your immobilizer so like it won't come on since the ECU is original. Okay, yeah. So I guess if the ECU and the key are still, yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah. So if it's the original ECU and they put Hondata in it and you have the original transponder key, yeah, it shouldn't have any issue even regardless. So it's kind of weird. Maybe they're talking about like come on, Jesus, I've been waiting for the revelation to show yourself. You just see a silhouette. But yeah, fucking if the roll center adjusters don't get here in time by this weekend, I think the ball joints we have in the actual control arm, this like in the hub, they're usable. They're not like I don't even know the word. They're not completely fucked, but they're definitely not in great shape. Definitely not something you want to be riding on for a long time. William says nothing. Can you really not see me, or are you just fucking with me? Because I definitely have a webcam on. Aldo says, FYI, K24 swaps are a pain. So much little shit has to be bought. Yeah, that's like any swap, though, because I had to buy a fuckload of stuff for the K28 swap. William says, seriously. Aldo, can you see me okay? Can you do a video? Do we have video? Because it definitely has a webcam showing me on my screen. Yeah, William's just fucking with me. Honda Vlogs, what's up, man? How you doing? Did you hear my response to your climate control cluster thing? I don't know if you heard that or not. Honk once if yes. Honk two if no. Aldo says heater hoses and radiator hoses. Yeah, true story. Because honestly, when you do a swap like a fresh swap or a used swap or whatever, fucking basically it's just for headache's sake, for just like time's sake and just like smooth sailing, just get all new hoses, get all new like components, axle seals, fucking rear main seal, front crank seal, all that stuff. Because you see people doing swaps and like they neglect one thing and then it fucks something up. Like, I mean, primary example, like fucking Zosh just got his swap done and then he blew up his transmission because of a fucking axle seal. Like, that sucks so bad. Honda Vlog says, LOL, I didn't. I just got in. Booyah. Fucking, okay, so Christian, your fucking cluster, the lights are burned out. I hate to tell you. I've had it happen before with my old car. First, they get really dim, but then they just go completely dead, and you don't see the little half circle radius or whatever the fuck it's called. So basically, I don't know if you can replace those lights on the backside when you take the cluster little thing out, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to buy a whole new assembly probably, which sucks because it's kind of expensive. And I had a spare one that was like super dim. It would have been better off than yours, but I broke it when I took it out, which fucking sucks. Dude, when you take that thing out, that little AC instrument panel, whatever you want to call it, dude, that thing, to get that thing out is like a fucking 1.5 feet. It doesn't want to come out a lot of time. You'll get one side of it out, and then the other tab will want to just stay stuck in there, and it's really a big pain in the ass. Aldo says, well, the RSX ones wouldn't work. That's why I had to buy them. Well, that's true too. But I just mean like any swap, even like a K swap for a K swap of like the same, you know, K20 for a K20. A lot of times your hoses are old, so you might as well start with fresh everything. Aldo says, broke dad replaced those lights before on his DC5. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you can swap out the lights. I would assume you can, but I don't know. When I took it out and looked at it, I couldn't see where the lights were. So that's why I was kind of like, what the fuck? I think you have to like disassemble the whole backside of it. But it's unfortunate because all his content is gone, so we can't watch all that good RSX content anymore. He shouldn't have done it. But yeah, you should definitely have lights, like a half circle that shows you the range or whatever. I know exactly what you're talking about. Woo, woo, woo. William says, this is weird. I can't see your purty lips and eyes. What? William, are you trying to get your sticker taken back? William says something is not right. Try reloading it. If you're being serious, try to reload it. Because unfortunately, you're the only person having issues. I already reloaded it a few times. Well, I don't know what to say, man. I guess it's like a real podcast where you can't see him anymore. Now you're just listening. Here, just for fun. Come on, YouTube, do your thing. It works. What are you talking about? But yeah, I think tomorrow, man, it's like 11 right now. I'll probably go to sleep in a couple hours, try to wake up reasonably early, get over there, get the old ball joints out. I mean, old bushings out, and then press the new ones in. Just like prepping, basically. Already got the sway bars, front and rear sway bar, Type R sway bars. No, there's no video, just audio. I know. I get what you're saying. I don't know what to do, dude. It's working for everyone else. But yeah, fucking Type R front and rear sway bars. What else have we got? I haven't got the brake pads yet because I want to get them up and running to make sure everything functions, good. Fresh brake fluid and everything. I've been debating on what brake fluid I'm going to run, either .3 or .4. I'm pretty sure Brembo's run on .4. I'm kind of like, I know you can run .3 or .4 temporarily, like as a fix, but I don't know if it'll, I mean, if you're running. William says we still have an RSX drought around here. Dude, RSX drought everywhere, man. RSX is going to be like the new DC2 Type R. RSX Type S's will get that way one day. In like 10 years, an RSX is going to be like caviar, I swear. People are going to be like, where are they? They're all gone. Oh, also, something super badass. Now, as some of you guys know, I mean, not all you probably, but most of you, I really want to get the you need a Type 200 minimum. A Type 2. Are you talking about brake fluid? So you probably need like .4. True story. But something badass Camo FK8 did for me today. As some of you guys know, I want to run that Groupium, however the fuck you say it, that super expensive intake box, the Ram Air intake system. Something we troubleshooted on. He sent me pictures of his. Fucking, you have to have right-hand drive wiper motors. See, our wipers are the little two wiper motors are on the left-hand side, driver side in the middle, right? The wiper motor assembly, the actual arms and the motors themselves, will be in the way of the ducting, right? So what I have to do is I have to get right-hand drive windshield cowling pieces and the fucking wiper motors for the right-hand drive side, like off a DC5R. Now, that's pretty impossible to track down. Nobody's going to sell that shit used here in the United States unless you're buying a front nose clip, like the entire front end of the car. So what he did was he contacted a junkyard in Australia, hondaworld.com/au. So he sourced me the windshield cowling pieces and the right-hand drive windshield wiper motors and arms and everything. Dude, fucking $175. $175 for what I need. That's fucking baller. He's getting it delivered to him tomorrow because they don't ship to the United States. They only ship to people in Australia. So he's going to get it shipped to him. Then he's going to ship it to me. He's like middlemaning for me, basically. Super nice of him. He's already paid for it. What the fuck? Good look, Cam. Thank you so much. Some crazy shit out here. Because, like, I'm going to have the money in, like, a couple days probably, but super nice. Like, what the fuck? Because, like, I wanted to run that intake system. It's really expensive, but it's pretty much the William says, that's whack. What a deal. I'm sure right-hand drive Type R assemblies are the same. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, you're pretty sure? Yeah, it should all work. Like, bolting it up shouldn't be a problem. It really shouldn't. Because, like, all the shells, it doesn't matter if you have an Acura RSX or if you have a Honda Integra Type R in Japan, left-hand drive or right-hand drive, the fucking shell is all the same. They were all designed. They were all stamped out, on the factory line, made, assembled, designed, literally at the same time, because you can see this like in 2001, September of 2001, they made all these shells and they started as Honda Integra type bars, but then like a few months later, they thought to themselves, hey, we have Acura. Why not sell this car as a left-hand drive that's slower and still nice and, American, and we'll call it an RSX, because you can look in the footwells. Like if you pull your carpet up, look in the left-hand side, you have your dead rest mounting holes. Then you look in the right-hand footwell. If you pull your carpet up, you have dead rest mounting holes in the exact same spots. So it's the exact same shell. People try to debate that, and they're like, no, DC5's a different chassis. No, it's not. I hate to tell you. And the whole '02 to '04 versus '05 to '06 debate, they try to say that's a different chassis. No, dude, it's different headlights, taillights, and bumpers. That's it. And like suspension pieces and like, ball joints and sway bars and stuff like that. But the shell, we're talking about the unibody car itself, is exactly the same. True story. William says, any right-hand drive Integra wiper assembly. Well, the wipers are in the opposite spot is that's the whole reason we need it. Like they're the same motors and everything, but they're flip side. Like our wipers are like, if you look at the front of the car, they're going to be driver side and middle, but on a right-hand drive one, it's going to be passenger side middle. So that chunk of the driver's side won't have wiper motor arms, like, in the way of the ducting, basically. William says they were always going to sell an RSX. Acura USA bitched about the name to Honda and received permission to call it RSX. Yeah, and it's really stupid because I really hate I hate to be mean to RSX like as a name, but RSX is a really whack sounding name. You know what I'm saying? Like when you compare it to Integra or Civic or any name, like a name that has like, it's like a noun, not like a fucking acronym, and it's an acronym that stands for basically nothing. People try to say it stands for Rally Sport Experimental and shit. Like, think about this. What fucking rally car is front wheel drive? Like all the good ones are 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Justin's here. Yo, that 90-mile-an-hour pull was awesome. Where did you do it? I did it in Mexico. And calm down. There's more to come. Williams says, according to Acura, RSX has no meaning. That's what I'm saying. It really, in my opinion, people like regular car reviews and like other people have said it stands for Rally Sport Experimental. No, it doesn't. I don't believe that. That's like some fucking old wives' tale or something. Because it doesn't make sense. Justin says more 90-mile-an-hour pulls. 9,300. Dude, I've gone 100 in it already. I just fucking, the camera died, which was unfortunate because it felt amazing. Because even shifting at $9,000 for 3 gears is like getting you up to 100 miles an hour. It's pretty crazy. And I was going over the numbers. I gotta measure and see how long the road I'm on, how long it is. Like if it's like a fifth of a mile, a sixth of a mile, if it's a quarter mile. I'm pretty sure I don't think it's a quarter mile. I think it's either a fifth or a sixth. But the fact that I can get up to almost 100 on that one road, it's got to be like a fifth or a sixth of a mile. So if it's shorter than a quarter and I'm almost getting right to 100, that means the car is going to be running in like the 13s. Williams says they're idiots, but NSX does stand for New Sports Car Experimental. Well, actually, I think it's New Supercar Experimental. Because back then, like an NSX was the shit. It's like 93 and stuff like that. I mean, it was ahead of the game. NSXs are the shit, honestly. But yeah, track speed, like if you're hitting 100 mile an hour, I mean, depending on reaction time and launch and all that shit, um, yeah, if you're tapping into like 100 mile an hour and a quarter mile, your car is probably going to be putting down a mid 13 or sooner, depending. You like the new NSX? Um, Style wise, like we're just talking aerodynamics, like the way the car looks. I like the old one better, but I got news for you guys. Anybody that knows the performance numbers of the car's fast. A lot of people hate on the whole, has a traditional motor and an electric hybrid motor and all that stuff. But I mean, dude, a new NSX can beat a new GTR Skyline. So it's definitely worthy, like performance wise, in my opinion. I think it's pretty badass. But I think the styling is kind of it's new cars, man. Just we're getting more in the future, and cars are getting way more. Just looks like some kind of fucking Demolition Man movie or something. Everything in the future looks like over designed or something. I don't know. How are the Brimbos? The Brimbos aren't on yet. Hopefully this weekend. William says the new NSX is serious. Yeah, it really is, man. If it can beat a Sky, I would have never thought the NSX would beat a new Skyline GTR. Like, that's fucking crazy. What happened Saturday? Guy that was gonna help me do it, Jerry, my dad's body man. Fucking his daughter's Suburban died. Yeah, so he had to help her out because car just died, wouldn't start. Got smoke in my eye. Ow. But yeah, apparently he had to work on that all day Saturday because she had been driving around with like hardly any gas in it and burned out the fuel pump. So he had to put a new fuel pump in it. And yeah, true story. But that's all situated now. I put a new fuel pump in it and got it running again and told her don't drive around with like on empty. Just typical things. But yeah, fucking yeah, we're good to go for Saturday. I just gotta, and I want to call up Hard Race tomorrow and be like, yo, can you just give me 1 day shipping? Pretty fucking please with a cherry on top. It's your neighborhood Jesus, Shades Wade. William says, I like the 1997 and up NSX with the 6-speed and 290-ish horsepower. 5-speed models are too dated. Yeah, I feel you. Dude, the 6-speed gearbox was a pretty big deal once they fucking came out with that. Like the 93 and those like before 97 like had like what 270 or whatever. Then 97 came along and it came out with 6-speed, and like 290 it came out with like almost 25 more horsepower. So yeah, 6-speed, dude. I can't imagine going to a car that doesn't have 6-speed. I mean, call me spoiled or whatever, but overdrive, man, that shit, even if you're not on the highway, like I use six gear so fucking much. Like it doesn't feel right not using 6 gear, even if you're going like 40, 30, like just chilling around town. William says you can't go back. Yeah. True story. And like the gear ratios in the DC5, the Y2M3 transmission with LSD, like 4th, 5th, and 6th gear in the final drive are all different from a Type S transmission. The gears are shorter, but like I'm completely used to them now. They're fucking crazy, man. Like even when I'm in like 4th or 5th gear, it's like you're going 45 and it's like well above 35 or 4,000 RPM, just like rah! Like it's a fucking trip. Because the Type S transmission is his first gear pretty long. Well, it's this. See, first, second, and third gear are exactly the same as an RSX Type S transmission, so they're no different. It's fourth, fifth, sixth, and final. They're different, and the LSD. What the fuck? I'm not even gonna read that out loud. That's funny though. Yeah, you know it's bad if you made Justin say, "Ah." Ah. Justin says, "I'm excited now." Sketch. That was some sketch balls tonight. That's what happens when you stream at 11 p.m. All the sketchers come out. I feel like I'm at Payless Shoes. There's so many sketchers. Let's see what good old young Static found at the junkyard. Kind of been neglecting my YouTube. What do we got? Walmart women get me hot. I don't think I've ever seen a hot girl in Walmart. Ever. It's usually like, Justin says I haven't been on YouTube in 4 days. I'm on YouTube every day for a little bit at least, but I definitely don't. Recently, I haven't been like, haven't been on my like content game. Kind of been just living life outside the camera, turning the camera off. Looks like Static found another motor, or what the fuck did he get? Yeah, he's taking this whole motor. Oh, he's taking the transmission. Hey, there you go. Come to Florida. We have low income hot Latinas at all the Walmarts. Yeah, I could see that. See, Virginia is just too white of a state. I hate to say it. I mean, like, you go down the city, it diversifies, but Virginia fucking sucks. William says, I didn't know it was possible to live without YouTube. Well, yeah, watching stuff, like, I mean, that's like the new TV, I don't watch cable for shit. I mean, I think the only show I've watched recently on TV, and it just this season premiere just was last Sunday, was The Deuce. That like hookers and Johns type thing. Like, it's like Brooklyn, fucking Bronx, like 1970s and 80s or whatever. It's a pretty good show. But other than that, don't really watch much cable TV. There's nothing good on. Justin says, are you going to work at O'Reilly? That's a big no. They declined both my applications for Parts Man and what was it? Expert, or fuck, what was it? It's like expert sales advisor or some shit like that. Just like somebody that knows about products and shit. I guess they don't want me. It's okay. I don't want them either. Win-win. They denied you. Staff already full. Yo, what? Hold the phone. No, I don't think their staff was full. Maybe they were just like, hey, fuck you, Shades Wade. No way that's at a junkyard.
Find William one. A couple more rows to go. I'm probably going to have to opt for these aftermarket distributors. And there's 2 of them, so they're newer. Good Lord. Oh, if it ain't a type, then it ain't a type call.
That's sample worthy. If it ain't a Type R, it ain't a Type car.
GSR Integra yet? Oh, this one ain't got no damn motor.
Yeah, I don't think that's a real Type R though. I think it's somebody that had GSR. It's doing a conversion. But yeah, I'll just keep selling shit on eBay and Craigslist. That works for me. Because then I get free time. William says, I'm waiting for a desperate Latina to break in the Freestar camped outside of Walmart right now. You're in a Ford Freestar outside of Walmart, just like, what up, girl? Bow chicka wow wow. Cat calling and shit. The fuck. Oh, also, the Type S transmission is still up for sale. I've had about 3 or 4 offers. 2 of them tried to say $500, and I was like, you're fucking kidding me. I was like, no. How about that? Didn't I say no low balls? Leave me the fuck alone. Like, I was pretty pissed off. Then this other guy who lives in North Carolina, he was about 3.5 hours away. He offered me $700. I was about to take it, but no, I'm not doing it. I can get $850 for it. I can get $800 for it. I know that's like, dude, it's $100. It's $150. Like, dude, you can't just give all your shit away, you know? Like, I was generous with the motor out of the blue car, the Type S motor that came out of the blue car. But you know, it had a almost blown head gasket. It had, you know, needed oil pressure switch, needed some stuff, you know. Somebody would have to take it apart. So like I sympathize with the guy, and he paid $100 bills and hit me up. Called me up to ask about it and was there in an hour and a half, brought a truck, was good to go, you know? So that's a little different. This transmission's fucking mint. There's nothing wrong with it, you know? It's never had anything replaced. Pretty low miles, less than 100,000 miles on it. You know, it's the most expensive part of a swap is the transmission. So, and also another offer, I tried, since Zosh blew his transmission up, I tried to see if he wanted this transmission. I know he's in Florida, but I was like, dude, I'll sell it to you for $750 plus shipping. It'll probably cost you about $200 to get it shipped. And he wasn't having that. He was like, dude, that's like almost $1,000. And I'm like, that's what they go for. Like if you look on eBay or Craigslist, every single transmission is going to say like $9.99 plus free shipping. So it's like, you know, it's the exact same thing. And not to mention, with other people you're buying a transmission from, you don't know what condition it's in. Like I'm vouching for it. I'm like, dude, it's a good to go transmission. So I don't think he was having that. But yeah, somebody will buy it. Somebody will need it. I'm sure that guy will call me back, the one that offered 700. He'll be like, okay, $800. I'll be like, there you go, come get it. But yeah, like $700 was enticing because supply and demand, like getting money sooner. It's like, oh, it's only $100, but it's like, dude, it's worth $1,000. I'm settling for 800 is settling. Like 700 is like giving it away almost. And 500 is completely out of the fucking question. So I don't know. I gave the motor away for a good price because it was kind of shitty. Let's just be real there. But it wasn't like a total lost cause. So getting like $1,000 for the motor, it's more just paying for a decent transmission and a semi-fair motor that needs a fucking head gasket, needs to be disassembled, et cetera, et cetera. Burned a fuckload of oil. Justin says it deserves to be paid for. True story. Definitely true story. Man, watching Static go through these junkyards, man, it makes me wish I lived in California because, like, y'all get a fuckload of Integras and pretty much any car out there. Like, I don't think I've ever, dude, there's so, like, if you find an Integra in a junkyard here at a Copart or a salvage yard, it is ran through and stripped in less than 5 seconds. Like, first day it's there, people go through it and everything's stripped. Like, everything. Motor's gone, transmission's gone, interior pieces are gone. Anything, doors, mirrors, fucking everything. Another endeavor, I'm thinking about seeing if anybody wants the quarter panels out of my car, possibly. If I told Christian from Christian Blake, not Christian from Honda Vlogs, from Hunter Tuned, that Christian, I was saying to him, yo, like I was saying about how I wanted to give the car away to somebody that'll turn it into a track car. And he was like, dude, what the fuck? I'll take it. I was like, dude, if you can come from Wisconsin to Virginia with a fucking truck and a trailer, it's yours. He was like, let me work on that. So I don't know what's going to come of that, but maybe. I don't know. Because that would be a good home for it, you know? They know their shit. They track cars. Because if he can't come and get it, or somebody that's, you know, going to give the car a good home, pretty much going to sell the quarter panels out of the car. I'm going to let somebody come and chop the quarter panels out of the car. Because, yeah, true story. They could probably fetch a decent amount of money. I'm thinking like $250 a quarter panel. Somebody would pay that. That's had a fucking wreck. Maybe like some kind of like entry-level body man or something like that. Justin says no rust. Hunter Tune would be perfect. Yeah. I mean, they definitely know their shit. They track cars and they build their own shit. And yeah, the car would need a lot of work, like interior and like odds and ends and stuff like that. But I mean, for a track car, William says that's what I was thinking. That Type S would be a great track car. The title is irrelevant. Yeah, exactly. Well, what he was telling me, in Wisconsin, titles don't mean shit apparently. So like he could even drive it on the street, which would be even more badass. And he was telling me this backstory about how he had some like lifted truck when he was younger, like in his teens or whatever. And some dude wanted to trade him an '04 Type S, the same blue one like mine. And he turned it down. And he said he's always regretted it. So this would be his way back into, you know, getting a Type S. William says, nah, sell the shell as a track car candidate. Well, I wouldn't even sell it, man. If somebody's going to drive from Wisconsin to take the car away, we just basically need it off the lot, you know? That's really what it comes down for us. Like, we just need it off the lot. So, like, anybody that has a truck and a trailer and is cool and going to give it a good home, it's free, dude. Like, free. Let's see. Justin says you should move somewhere where title doesn't matter. Yeah, about that. William says listed on Honda Tech. Get listed on Honda Tech. I'm not really trying to make any money off of it. It's already been sucked dry. It has everything missing, you know? Interior pieces, door panels, the fucking door glass, and the like front driver and passenger doors. It's gone. I mean, the only thing it's got left in it is the dashboard, the passenger seat, the sunroof, the windshield, the back glass, the quarter glass, some of the engine bay components, power steering. It still has power steering, or not. Well, it still has a power steering pump, but the ABS module and the fucking hard lines and all that stuff, So fuse box doesn't have a wiring harness. It doesn't have a lot of shit, honestly. William says perfect for a drag car. Yeah, somebody bring your own engine, bring your own seat. They're not going to need Lexan and carbon fiber time to race against Norris Priento. That is a good point, though. Somebody that is going to track it, they're not going to want the door glass in the front driver and passenger side door. So Lexan should be good to go. Yeah, it's a really good point, actually. Because I took the windows out of that car and put them in my car because I just got those windows freshly tinted, and the windows in my car had a fucking hack job tint in them. So that's why we did that. Trying to think of anything else. The car won't have the original trunk hatch on it. It'll have the hatch that's on my car because we're going to take that hatch off, and because that hatch is in better condition than mine. So I don't think that's going to really deter anybody, because all they're going to have to do if they want to fix what's wrong with the hatch is just weld it, basically take a little patch of metal and weld it and sand it out. Aldo says I might be swapping my car this weekend. Dude, fuck yeah, nice. K24 time. Are you just going to do it by yourself, or you got any help, or how are you going to do it? William says a drag build wouldn't want anything except the frame and maybe a wiring harness. Yeah, well, they don't have the motor, so like they're going to get a harness with the motor they buy. Aldo says just depends on when I get work off this Friday. Nice, dude. Getting started, man. Good shit. Oh. You're just swapping in a K24A2, right? You're not doing K20, K24, right? All this says, no, I found some guy who's a shop that is buying my K20A2 that is down to swap it if I throw some cash. Yeah, it's not bad. William says, no video is odd. Dude, you really can't see me? That's fucking weird, dude. That's bizarre, because everyone else can see me. If I look it on YouTube, like I'm a spectator, definitely have video. So maybe something's up with your Flash player or something on your phone. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. You got to run Flash or something with your browser. Maybe your YouTube app needs updating. All this says just K24A2 with RBC. Gotcha. Yeah, that's why I figured, because like you had head problems with your K20A2, so you can't do a K20 prank swap. True story. Dude, the more I look at these wheels, these Desmond Regamasters, the new Evo 2 revised edition, Gen 2, or whatever you want to call them, I want those fucking wheels so bad. These wheels are fucking magical. But I just don't want to. If they can make me a 17/8 with a 60 offset, that'd be amazing. But they can't do that. It's fucked up because they make a 17/8, and guess what offset it is? 35. What my offset is about to used to be. Like, that would work with a stock RSX Type S, but if I'm going Type R, front lower control arms and trailing arms, and changing the offset to 60, basically, that's where I used to be, is 35. So, God damn it, so silly. I don't know if there's any way around that. There's probably some kind of voodoo you could work, but I'd rather just stick with the 60 offset. I mean, Type R wheels, I mean, yeah, Rega Masters look fucking really nice. Don't get me wrong. They're really nice wheels. But if I ever put one rock chip or curb mark on those wheels, I'd pretty much hang myself. I mean, those wheels are super expensive. Like, for that kind of money, you could almost get a fucking, like, set of ITBs. I mean, you could get a set of ITBs or a supercharger for that. It's kind of absurd. Justin says, how much? They're like $3,000. True story. I can get a set of Toda ITBs for like $28.99. So, yeah, pretty fucking expensive. I mean, any nice set like Ray's, Volk wheels, Graham lights, fucking Desmond Rega Masters, like they're all pretty much in the $3,000 range. I'd rather just all this says I have RPF ones, and to be honest, I'm not a big fan. You're not a big fan of Rega Masters, or you're not a big fan of RPF ones? I'm not really a big fan of RPF ones, honestly. They're pretty much the most affordable lightweight wheel you can get, and that part of it's great. But I don't know how to put it into words. It's like if everyone had the same red shirt or, you know, the same T-shirt. Like everybody that's into cars, like just imagine a red shirt says, "Hey, I'm into cars." Oh, I got the same shirt. Hey, I'm into cars. Hey, I'm into cars. Hey, I'm into cars. You know, like nobody has any personal identity, basically. Like, I don't know. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. They're not bad looking wheels necessarily, but you see them so much. It's like TE37s. Like you have RPF ones. That's the affordable choice that everyone makes. And they're like, oh, RPF ones. Everyone has them. Then if you're going expensive route, TE37s, you know, it's, you see them so much. They're just they're played out, you know. That's what it comes down to for me. I'm trying to make my car look like unique, I guess, for the lack of a better word, like have an identity, not be like every other car kind of. And I know that's kind of like contradictory because I'm making like almost like a DC5R clone to a degree, but that's why I'm not doing the right-hand drive swap. I'm keeping a left-hand drive. That's why I'm doing like, you know, my windshield banner and my engine bay. It doesn't have the wrinkle red valve cover, even though it's a K20A, and, you know, the custom interior. It's not just like Type R interior that you bought from a right-hand drive swap car and shit like that. Try to make it, you know, have some Easter eggs. And that's honestly why I want to get the Groupium intake system, because that thing, like, nobody has that. There's very few people that have that spend that kind of money on an intake box. And even when I get it, I'm going to get it hydro dip, so it's carbon Kevlar. So all of the fucking all of the ducting and the box itself, like it's carbon fiber weave. And they used to do carbon Kevlar 10 years ago, but they don't do it anymore in Japan because it's hard to find carbon Kevlar apparently. And I'm going to get it hydro dipped. So it's going to be carbon fiber underneath weave, but then you're not going to see that it's carbon fiber because I'm going to get a hydro dip carbon Kevlar weave, because I can't buy it that way. They don't custom make it that way anymore. Justin says, don't go the popular route. Aldo says, I should have just kept my 06 Type S wheels. 06 Type, 05 to 06 Type S wheels look really good in my opinion. Like, they really don't look bad at all. They totally up their game. Like 02 to 04 Type S wheels look like dog shit. Then you look at 05 to 06 Type S wheels, they look really decent for a stock wheel for sure. William says, there you are. Hey, was it your Flash player? Hey. Aldo says it's 400, right? Try double that. It's super fucking expensive, but with a Mugen style or Groupium fucking, you know, it's like it looks like a stock airbox almost, but it's not stock because it has an intake duct that sits in your windshield cowling and rams air into the front. So it's going to perform better than any short ram or cold air intake, hands down. And you're not going to have to worry about heat soak, and it's going to be the best, honestly. Like, Cam's really talked me into it. It's a pricey item, but I mean, when you're going NA and you're not going like supercharger or forced induction or turbo or any of that, your bolt-ons really matter. I've kind of learned that over the years. Like, getting an eBay exhaust or like a cheap ass header with like shitty welds, or like getting some fucking cheap short ram intake or something like that, it's really not going to get you where you want to go. Justin says carbon Kevlar is going to look baller. Dude, it's going to look really good with the blue. I'm telling you. True story. Also, another thing in the works, I haven't sent it out yet, but me and Wing King have been talking about it. Since the K20A comes with a wrinkle red valve cover stock, and everyone does wrinkle red, that's why I don't want to do it, even though I have a K20A. I'm going to send him the wrinkle red valve cover, the Type R valve cover. He's going to sand it down, get RJ to weld bungs on it, and we're going to do wrinkle yellow. So it's going to be like my valve cover right now, but it's going to be wrinkle instead of just paint, like powder paint, no wrinkle finish. So it'll be like almost like an homage to a Type R wrinkle paint job, but it's going to be spoon yellow. So it's going to be badass. I think it'll look a lot better than the one that's on there now. But yeah, fucking a lot of little projects and stuff, you know. I can't wait to get the Brimbos on there for sure. That's going to be fucking crazy this weekend. I can't believe it's already Thursday. It's going to be badass. But yeah, the carbon Kevlar, like getting a hydro dip, that's not going to cost anything. It's going to cost like $50. Like the guy that did my interior, they do hydro dipping as well. They have a hydro dip guy, and he said for small items it's usually $50. So I'm probably going to get the intake box is going to take a while to get money for, honestly. Thing's mad expensive. They build them custom, made to order. So there's that. But I'm probably gonna get that hydro dip carbon Kevlar and a couple other trim pieces hydro dipped as well. I was thinking about getting the windshield cowling pieces hydro dip, but I think that's gonna be too much, honestly. That's gonna look like a bit much. I don't know how to describe it. Because certain pieces, like trim pieces, need to be just flat black plastic, or else it's gonna look pretty wild style. Justin says, would you spend $750 on a custom steering wheel? Absolutely not. That's absurd. It'd have to be something really fucking special. Have to be made out of 24 karat gold or some shit. And that would look horrible. Nah, man, fucking just get a Momo wheel. Like, I have the fucking Spoon Momo wheel. I spent $360 on that, and that was more than enough. Like, that was a splurge, to say the least, but super high quality, super good steering wheel feel, leather, red stitching. Like, you don't really need much more than that, honestly. I mean, you could even get like a personal wheel, or some NRG wheels aren't too bad looking and stuff like that. So, I mean, 700, almost $1,000 for a steering wheel. That's kind of fucked. And that's coming from a guy that might drop $800 on a fucking intake. Justin says, I'll send a pic. What do you got? For an Odyssey. Dude, fuck that steering wheel. I'm sorry. That steering wheel blows. The stock steering wheel. There's nothing special about that at all. What, it has some fake carbon fiber overlay? Dude, that steering wheel blows for almost $1,000. No way, man. You can go get one out of a junkyard. Fuck that. I vote nay. Justin says, wonder if a Momo would fit. Yeah, they fit anything. Steering racks, like the bolt and everything, it's a 14. They're all held on the same way. They're all universal steering wheels. You just have to get a hub and take your old steering wheel off. I mean, for like half the price, you can get a fucking Momo spoon wheel. Looks way nicer than that. That's $750 because it's an OEM steering wheel, paying for it from it's an OEM price. Like aftermarket stuff's always going to be half the price, a third of the price, you know. That's like if I ordered let's say I ordered um any type of like, you know, like let's say like a OEM Honda Odyssey driver seat, probably costs like $1,300 or something like that, or even more, who knows what. Several $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is. You can get a fucking set of Recaro seats for like $900. I mean, shit, you could just get one seat if it's just a driver seat for a driver seat. You could get like one good Recaro for like $700, $600, $500. Just says, true that. I'll go spoon. Spoon wheel and Odyssey. Oh, yeah. Straight JDM. But yeah. Who the fuck is this? New subscriber. Who's this guy? Alrighty then. I can't stand this fucking video. I'm gonna be brutally honest. Somebody just subscribed to my channel. It's like a RSX owner. Overly cinematic. Don't dig the style. I don't know, man. I'm just a raw motherfucker. He's got like his girlfriend in the like driver's seat, like vaping, like super cinematic, like blow smoke out of your vape and just be like, it's like, bro, stop, please, fucking stop. If I, man, ugh, I just can't even words just don't do anything. Speechless. Dead Dylan, what's up, man? How the fuck are you? Where the fuck you been, dude? I sent you I was on PlayStation like a couple weeks ago. I sent you a couple invites. You were in a Fortnite lobby, but you were just like idle, I think. Justin says, been watching too much Chris Fix and Rob. What do you mean? You've been watching too much Chris Fix and Rob? Are you saying that person that made that video? What do you mean? That guy. Not even, man. Like, just like, put some fucking instrumental trap music on and like have cinematics in slow motion of his car and my girlfriend's vaping. Not cool. I hate to tell him. That villain says, "Man, I have my notifications off, and I just haven't been feeling like playing, and just watch YouTube and Netflix." True story. I feel you. Yeah, dude. Fortnite's a fucking. I don't even know how to describe it. Fortnite's trash. I played earlier. They had the new update. Glider redeploy's gone. Fuck all that. I mean, I thought that would be a good thing because glider redeploy is kind of annoying, but yeah, now it's gone. Just getting fucked. True story. Are you planning to show at H Day? Yeah. Like the next one's in spring, so yeah, probably will be making it to H Day in spring. I would think so. We'll see though. Ted Villain says, "Yeah, I switched back to H1." Oh, dude, I can't stand that game. They better fix that game like a whole bunch because the last time I played H1Z1, that game was fucking horrible. I mean, it has potential, but like something about it, man. That game just the fucking physics, like running and jumping and opening doors and all that shit. I can't get into it. Jamal's here. What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, dude. Long time no see. I've been caught up busy with work and stuff. How you doing? Doing pretty good. How about you, Jamal? Justin says Scotty's recent video clickbait extravaganza. Oh God. Oh God. Are you talking about 5 secrets your car mechanic doesn't want you to know about? Is that it? Or are we talking about how Scotty Kilmer became an auto mechanic? All of them. Oh, wow. I think this is the banger. Straight sample worthy. Look, and Scotty Kilmer losing his shit. Let's see. Dead Velen says it felt like I missed too much streams. Yeah, you haven't been here in a while, dude. That's a good point. Yeah, because like literally, like you have on Instagram, you're like Drips Custom or something. That's you, right? Because I totally forgot that was you. I was like, wait, who is this? I was like, oh yeah, I think that's Drizzy Dre. Jamal says, how's the Odyssey? Justin says, she's good, Jamal. Just hit 240K. God Damn, that's a lot of miles. You're getting up there, man. Jamal says, cool. Justin says, why cars use gas instead of propane? Dude, Scotty Kilmer. Good God. Good God. That's all I got to say. Scotty Kilmer's channel is just every day. I'd say it's useless, but it's really good for a laugh because he's just a fucking jokester, man. He's not even trying to be. He's all about that ad revenue. That's what it comes down to. Dude really needs a paycheck. Let's see. Justin says, if cars used propane, we wouldn't be alive. Yeah, pretty sure about that. That'd be a lot of propane. World would be a fireball. Jamal says, did you hear the new Deerhoof release? Are you talking about the 7-inch that came out, like with the music from The Shining or whatever? Or is there something else? Because if there's something else. Oh, you're talking about The Shining? Yeah, that shit was sweet. I think I told you about that the last time you were in here, maybe. Pretty badass. Yeah, The Shining. Yeah. Quality. I really like the cover art for it. It was like the typewriter letter with all the crazy shit, all the typos. Pretty badass. Yeah, another part of my project tomorrow. Got the control arms off today. I want to fucking get the bushings out, and then before I press the new ones in, I'm gonna take a wire wheel and a drill and clean them up and try to polish them if possible. Not that anybody's really gonna see it, but I'll know it's there. It'll be one of those Easter eggs on the car. You'll be like, oh, Type R fucking lower control arms. Oh, they're polished. What the fuck? How much is gas in Midlothian? That's a good question. Gas prices near me. Man, come on, find gas prices. Gas buddy. Premium. Let's see. If you're going to Kroger, it's $2.75 for premium. If you're going to Shell, it's $3.05, and I usually go to Shell because Shell's gas is probably better than Kroger's. Costco $2.54, Exxon $3.05. Yeah, any like going to a gas station, not like Walmart or Kroger or Shell, it's gonna probably be like a little over $3 for premium. It's like $3.05. Amoco $3.29. Holy shit, Batman. BP $2.95. Wawa $2.99. But yeah, like if you're going to like Kroger, it's $2.75. Speaking of gas, next time I fill up, I'm gonna get 110 octane. I'm I'm sending it. There's this one gas station. It's about 15 minutes away that sells race gas. It sells like 100. I can't remember if it's 105 or 110 or whatever. But yeah, definitely gonna probably get half premium 93 pump gas and then get the other half 110. So it'll be about 98 to 100 in that area. Yeah, Jamal says send it and put that on video, dude. That's what I'm saying. Average between 93 and 110. Dude, just tell me. What the fuck? Please provide numbers separated by comma. 93, 110, calculate. Okay, so I'd probably want to get a little bit over half a tank of pump gas, like 93, probably get like, I probably want to get like just a little over half, because the median between 93 and 110, half and half, would be 101, and we're trying to shoot for 98 because that's what it's tuned for from the factory, because in Japan they have 98 octane. So yeah, little over half. Go get some fucking, if I'm trying to think if it's 110, I'll have to call them up tomorrow and see. If it's 101, let's say 100 octane. Yeah, see, if it was like 93, half 93 pump gas and then half 100 octane, that would be 96.5. So I'd want to get a little bit more 100 octane than like half a tank. So like once I get like to like maybe a third of a tank, maybe, then fill the rest up with fucking 100 octane, that would be pretty badass. Justin says you do premium. Yeah, you have to do premium in the Type S. Jamal says, hey, just a random question, guys. Any ideas on how to deal with nasty trolls? Nasty trolls, it's a good question. What's the schematic? Are you talking about just like somebody on your page, or like you're in them, or like what do you mean? Like, break it down for me. There's a certain level of trolls. Some you should just ignore, just be like, it's more trouble than it's worth. But then some people you got to put in their place and just be like, you're a fucking idiot. You know? Because believe me, I've dealt with some trolls here over the past, 10 months or however long I've been active putting out videos on YouTube. There are a ton of, you wouldn't believe how many shitty comments and like shitty people roll through this channel. Jamal says they attacked a friend of mine's YouTube stream. They got her address and shit. It was scary. They got her address? How? They hacked her? Or like, what do you mean? Because they have her address. I would like contact the fucking authorities, man. That's some straight up sketch shit right there. If they got her address without her giving it to them, that's like grounds for call the cops. How the fuck would they get her address? They'd have to be a really good hacker. Hack her IP address and bounce that shit. That's sketch. That's not like a troll. That's like that's like a predator. That's some sketch shit right there. Jamal says, I don't know. There were about 10 of them in there, and they even knew I was in New Zealand. I was pissed off about it. Damn, dude. That's fucking scary. Cam says, streaming at 2:30 a.m. It's actually 12:30, but close enough. How you doing, Cam? It's the man of the hour. This man sourced my what I needed. My right-hand drive wiper cows and wiper arms and motors and shit. Fucking badass. Justin says, have you ever read the Metro? Like the Metro in Richmond? Yeah. It's sketch. Are you talking about the Metro like are you talking about like a subway? Cam says, hey Jamal, hey Justin. Justin says, Camo. Jamal says, hey Cam, how you doing, brother? Cam says, good Jamal, how you been? That's right. The subway near DC. Yeah, I think I have. Like on a field trip or something like that, I think. Good man, just been working and stuff. Booyah. Oh my goodness. Justin says, so sketch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've rode the Metro because I said it was sketch. I was thinking about the Richmond bus line. I guess it depends what time you hit it, though. If you hit it in the daytime when everybody's like on the train going to work, it's probably not too bad. But if you hit it like nighttime, it's probably not the best idea. Because people said that about the BART, like in San Francisco, the train system, the BART. I'm trying to think what the hell that stands for. It's like rail transit or whatever. But yeah, riding it at nighttime sketch, but riding in the daytime, it's like no big deal at all. So Cam, I was doing some calculation. Let's say I get half a tank of 93 pump gas and then half a tank of 110 octane. That's going to put the average octane at about 101 and a half, like 101.5. But I can't remember if it's 110 octane or if it's 101 octane. I really can't remember. I'm gonna have to call them up tomorrow and see. Because let's say it's 110 and I'm getting half 93, half 110. That's 101 octane. But if it's 93 and then the other half 101, that would be about 97 octane. So it'd be right around 98. So get like a little more than half a tank of 101. Cam says, yep, busy at work here and sourcing right-hand drive DC5 parts. True story, dude. Dude, thanks so much for that, man. I probably never would have found that shit in America. Maybe JSpec could have sourced it for me, but it would probably taken like weeks to get a response, weeks to get them to source it, weeks for them to ship it over in a shipping container. So like would have taken easily a month for it to get here. Maybe 2 months, I don't know. Justin says, yep, not just the people, but it feels like it's getting derailed and the lights flickering and shit. Damn. Jamal says, Wing King is clued up about computer stuff. I should ask him about the incident. You should. It appears that the trolls somehow hacked info of people's IP address from the YouTube chat. I don't know. They would have had to, as far as I know, they would have to use some type of browser that can inspect the elements of the page they're on. Look at, I don't know how the hell they would do that, honestly. See, I'm not like hacker savvy or anything, but like they would have to have some type of element inspector to inspect the stream page and the inhabitants on the stream individually, and then somehow extract an IP address from each one of your comments or something like that. Cam says takes Camo a phone call. Almost home time here. Oh yeah. Booyah. What is it, like 4 p.m. there? Jesus. But yeah, I'll be definitely be interested to see how the higher octane gas will make the car perform. Definitely going to be quicker. Because it's like when you have like low gas, you're like on empty, then you go and fill up and you instantly feel like your car's quicker. I would imagine it feels like that times like 5, you know? Woo, woo, woo. Man, I'm actually pretty tired. I think we're in close up shop here, guys. Been going for almost an hour and a half. I'll be back after work if you're still here. Shit, I'm probably about to. I got a busy day tomorrow, so I'm probably about to close up shop, Cam. Fucking got some bushings to press out, some control arms to wire wheel and polish up, try to make them look nice again. And yeah. Then from there, I got to call Hard Race and see if they can overnight ship those bushings for me. True story. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Nice shooting the shit with y'all, kicking it, and yep, that's about it. Jamal says later, everyone, take it easy, peace. Yeah, good luck with that troll fucking situation, man. That's kind of scary, honestly. I'm glad no one's ever hacked me, because holy shit, I'd beat their ass. Justin says, see you tomorrow. Yup. But yeah, you guys have a good night. I'll keep y'all posted on this weekend's Brembo extravaganza. Hopefully the sway bar fits. Hopefully we have 0 issues. That would be really nice, because we don't want issues. Issues means more money and more parts for the shit you already had. And yeah, don't want that to happen. But I'll keep y'all posted. Y'all have a good night. Be y'all.